Today, I'm going to give you a short demo of MyNameFlow and show you how we help advisors turn lost prospects into clients. Most advisors have hundreds or even thousands of prospects they already know, but they're trapped in their IT systems. Unfortunately, most advisors don't have these prospects organized in their address book or CRM systems. Most of these prospects tend to be in your sent email folder. Over the years, you've sent emails to people for weddings, alumni events, and Little League sports. You've also sent emails to many people you've met through your prospecting efforts. Unfortunately, most advisors don't have that list organized. These are great prospects. These are not strangers. These are warm prospects who you know at some level. They're in your natural market, or what some people would call your sphere of influence. The challenge is that it's very hard to organize them. This is where MyNameFlow comes in. MyNameFlow looks through all your sent emails to find all the prospects you forgot you knew. We look at your work and personal email accounts. Then we scrub the list to remove emails that aren't prospects. After we're done, most advisors find about 1,500 prospects. This is really critical in digital marketing. The most important thing in digital marketing is getting a large list of prospects you already know. You want prospects you already know because they are more likely to convert into clients. And you want a large list because the more prospects you engage, the more likely they are to contact you when they have a financial need. Once we find that list, MyNameFlow does three key things. First, we send your prospects a monthly newsletter. Now, our newsletter is a little different than other people in the marketplace. What a lot of people do is have a professional writer write some content, and it's typically very well written. But you have no way of knowing if that content is interesting or engaging to your prospects. What we do that's different is we look for articles that are trending on personal finance sites like MarketWatch, Kiplinger, and Forbes. And when I say trending, what I mean is we're looking for articles that are being shared on social media sites. If they're being shared a lot, what that means is that people like them. They want their friends to read them. And so when we include those type of articles in your newsletter, it's much more likely to be engaging. That is the goal of this newsletter, is to engage these prospects. In addition, by sending a much larger group of people that you already know this newsletter, you're reminding them that you're in this industry and you're making it simple for them to give you referrals. You're much more likely to give them the referral because you're making it logistically easy. The second thing we do is we act like a personal assistant because we're basically always looking for new email addresses. So every time you email somebody on one of your work or personal accounts, our system can identify it and present it to you and say, hey, we found 5 new names this week. Do you want to add them? So you don't have to worry about it anymore every time you email somebody looking to see if you're on their marketing list. Our system's going to do that for you, and over time will help you grow your marketing list. The third thing our system does is look for life events. If we can identify that someone on your list got married or bought a house or had a child, we'll present it to you and say, hey, this may be a good time to reach out to them. Now, a lot of people say to us, well, how do you get this information? Well, we get this information the same way Home Depot gets it. If you ever bought a house, all of a sudden you get a whole bunch of postcards from Home Depot saying, would you like to buy a refrigerator? And you think to yourself, how did Home Depot know that I just bought a house? Well, they knew because the big data firms told them. We're doing the exact same thing. We're going out to the big data firms, we're purchasing this data on your behalf and making it available to you. So that's the system. It's really simple and straightforward. What I want to do now is I want to show you a demo of the actual site. So let's come over here. We're going to take a look at the site. And one of the things that advisors love about MyNameFlow is we have a philosophy of we do it for you. We're going to help you enroll. Once you're done enrolling, if you never visited our site ever again, the system would just run. Now, we want you to come back and visit our site and add new names and see who engaged with your newsletter, and you get more value out of it that way. But the point is, we're doing it for you so that you don't have to do it yourself. So the first thing we would do is bring you into a screen that looks like this and start having you add accounts. Your Gmail and your Yahoo, your Office 365. We can add a CSV file, which is basically an Excel file. Our system will upload all those names and it'll remove the duplicates. In addition, we're going to remove any emails we can identify that are very unlikely to be prospects. And what we do is we bring you into a screen that looks like this, and we show you all these email addresses. And by finding everybody, it's much easier for you just to remove the people you don't want than it is for you to start with nobody and add the people that you do want. And that's why the advisors that use our system tend to find a lot more prospects. In addition, we also show your inactive names. These are all the people that you have removed, the people that are undeliverable, the people that have unsubscribed, and the people that we've filtered out. And we keep this list so we don't keep asking about the same people that you've already removed. And then I also mentioned that we look for new names on an ongoing basis. And this is your Add Names folder. And if we can find new names, we'll present them to you and say, hey, we found new names. Do you want to add them? Now, you're in total control. We'll never add somebody unless you tell us to. And it's really simple just to come in here and say, I want to make somebody active or I want to make them inactive. After you've gone through that initial list, what's going to happen is once a month, we're going to send you a notification. You have a newsletter scheduled. And you can come in here. And again, if you take no action, it's just going to go out the door. We do everything for you. But if you want, you can come in and you can view that newsletter. And you can see here, this newsletter is going to be branded for you. We'll add your logo and so forth, your picture, your contact info. And there's going to be 4 articles. And if you come down here, you can see the articles. You can see the subject. You can see the description. You can see where you want to go and click to read the rest of the article. And at the bottom, we have the disclosure language. Now, if you want, you can review the articles. And you can come in, and every month what we do is we have articles that we recommend, and those are in blue. And then we also have articles that are alternates. Those are in gray. And if you'd like to use one of those alternate articles, all you do is grab one of them and put them in one of those top 4 positions and click on Save and Preview, and you're done. We've updated that. In addition, we give you the ability to add your own articles. If you want, you can come down here and add another article. And you just come in and put it in the title, the subject line, the teaser text, and the URL, and click Save, and we'll add it to your newsletter. You can even change the number of articles in the newsletter. If you want to change it anywhere from 2 up to 6, you can do that. We also allow you to change the introduction. So we write a standard introduction for you, but if for some reason you want to come in here and you can change the introduction up here or down here, and you can even remove this article list if you don't want to have that in your introduction. And you can even add a hyperlink. Let's say you're running a webinar this month. You could just put in a link to your webinar, come in here, put in the hyperlink, and people could sign up for your webinar. And you can even change your send date. If you want to change the date that your newsletter is scheduled to go out, you can make it earlier or later each month. Now, once your newsletter goes out the door, we give you a very simple reporting. Every month, we show you to whom your newsletter was sent. We show you all the people who opened it. And we show you all the people who clicked on a link. We show you the name, we show you the email address, we show you the link on which they clicked, and we show you the source. The source is where do we find that name on your list? So it makes it really easy to identify, hey, we found Jessica Andrews on your Gmail account. So if you ever want some more information about Jessica, you can just go over and search her on your Gmail account. In addition to that, we have a very simple follow-up tracker. This is not intended to replace your CRM. This is just helping you identify the last time you followed up with that prospect. And so we're basically checking your email and telling you this is the last time you sent that person an email. And you can see all the activity for a particular prospect over time. So if you come in here, you can see exactly when the prospect was added, when they were sent a newsletter, when they opened the newsletter, when they clicked on a link, and all the times that you followed up. So that's the newsletter results feature. And in addition, I want to show you the life events. So this is where if we can identify one of your prospects and that they may have had a life event, we'll say, hey, Abigail Davis, someone in the household may have purchased a new home. And we show you when we received it, we show you the source, and again, we show you that follow-up tracker. So that's the system, really simple and straightforward. The feedback we get from advisors today is I'm getting meetings and sales from people I wouldn't have otherwise reached out to. They tell us over and over again, I know my top 200, if they have a financial need, I probably get the phone call. But person number 925 on my list, I know that person, but I don't see them that often. And so if all of a sudden they respond to my newsletter, or if I see they clicked on a link and I reach out to them, that's somebody that I was absolutely not going to reach out to this month. And if they become a client, that is absolutely incremental to my business. So that's how MyNameFlow works. You should see a button nearby where you can basically click on an enrollment link. Schedule an enrollment. We have a free trial. We'd love to show you how it works, and we'd love to have you come and test it out. Thanks so much.